This is Frida. She's young, hopeful, trying to find her place in the world. Not someone naive exactly, but maybe a little too willing to believe in chances and in opportunities that feel like a break. And that's how the story begins, with an invitation to this private island, a sort of paradise run by a billionaire named Slater King. The island looks like a dream, endless luxury, and everything curated to make you feel special, the kind of place that promises freedom even if freedom feels a little too vague at first. But Blink Twice makes it clear that freedom was never really on the menu. From the moment she arrives, you can tell Frida's both in awe and slightly off balance. Everyone's dressed like a magazine cover, and there's this sleek, performative happiness in the air, the kind that feels a little too coordinated. The way people speak and move like they're already part of some brand campaign and just waiting for her to fall in line. Still, she tries to blend in, to not overthink it. Because after all, this is the kind of thing people dream about. Free drinks, ocean views, and the attention of someone powerful. Why question it?
You okay? Rita, you okay?
On the first day, Frida is caught in the thrill of it all. She's no longer invisible. Slater notices her, and contrary to how they're told to behave as cocktail waitresses, it feels good. For once, she's not just part of the background. She's flattered, curious, maybe even pulled in a little deeper than she realizes. When you're so used to being looked past, being looked at, especially by someone like Slater, can feel like a win, maybe even like progress. But then there's Jess, Frida's friend, who starts to freak out.
I want to go home. Okay, let's not go crazy. Just everybody's like smiling and laughing like 1960s fucking flight attendants. Like, are you having a good time? I'm like, yeah, I'm having a great time. Can't you feel it? There's something wrong with this place.
She insists this trip isn't what it seems. Jess isn't just paranoid, she's panicked. There's a desperation in her voice that cuts through the artificial calm of the island, but Frida tries to brush it all. After all, Slater's attention is rare, and who wants to spoil what looks like a break from the 9 to 5? She tells herself Jess is just overthinking, maybe overwhelmed, maybe just not used to this kind of scene? It's easier to believe that than to consider what Jess might actually be seeing. But Jess's fear is real. It's the first red flag of the movie. As Frida wanders the island, she keeps bumping into a housekeeper. This woman tasked with killing snakes. She's jittery, intense, and always on the edge. Every time she sees Frida, she yells, a phrase that's strange but somehow important, almost like a trigger, a glitch in the script everyone else is performing. One day, the housekeeper offers Frida a sip of the mysterious green liquid. Frida drinks it. It tastes bitter, venomous, and the moment she swallows it, things start shifting in her mind. Her stomach turns, nothing dramatic, but enough to feel like a thread has been pulled loose in her memory. And then comes the terrifying realization.
Where's Jess? What do you mean?
Jess is gone. Not just physically missing, but erased from memory. The other women act like she was never there at all. No one even blinks when Frida brings her up. That hollow, detached denial is more chilling than anything. It's not that they're lying, it's that they genuinely don't remember. The pieces start falling into place. Frida begins recalling suppressed memories of what happens on this island at night. The women, drugged by Slater and his entourage, are assaulted, violated repeatedly. She remembers flashes, the assaults, the pain, and most hauntingly, the murder of Jess, witnessed but forgotten by everyone else. Frida's desperate to share what she's learned. She turns to Sarah, a fellow guest, who's older and sharper, and a little more guarded. Someone who doesn't remember Jess either, but trusts Frida enough to drink the venom herself, despite its foul taste. What's chilling is how easily Sarah switches once she remembers, like something dormant inside her just snapped awake. The betrayal hits hard, not just what was done to her, but that she didn't even know it happened. Together, they make a plan. They'll use the venom to wake the others, mixing it with tequila and serving it in shots. The hope is to restore memories and fight back. It's a risky move. If it doesn't work, they're done. But if it does work, it still might not be enough, but what other choice is there? They wait until dinner. The moment is tense and drawn out. Frida and Sarah try to act normal, all while watching the clock hoping the venom kicks in. You can see it on their faces, that mix of fear and fury simmering just under the surface. And then it happens. Slowly, the women begin to remember. The trauma surges back in waves. There's a stunned silence, then a shift of unforgiving energy. What follows is a violent reckoning, a chaotic bloodbath, a scene that feels raw and brutal, like the violence is less a choice and more a breaking point. It's messy and full of rage, and underneath it all is kind of clarity. They're not confused anymore. They remember, they know exactly who's responsible. In the middle of this chaos, Frida's mind flashes back further. This isn't her first time here. Years ago, she was violently assaulted by Slater. She recalls his cruelty in vivid detail, the red rabbits painted on her fingers like a signature. That strange phrase the housekeeper kept yelling suddenly makes sense. It wasn't random, it was a buried truth. By the end of the fight, only Frida, Sarah, and Slater remain. Slater, weakened but alive, almost revels in the destruction. There's a sick satisfaction in his eyes, like he still thinks he's winning somehow. Like he believes this is just another cycle, that they'll forget again, and that the system will reset. But Frida and Sarah have seized the power.
Oh, no, no, please don't. Please don't. I'm sorry. Please.
You think I'm gonna kill you? You're like my best friend.
Please don't. Oh my God. No, no, please don't. No, stop. Please don't do anything. Please.
Holy shit, Vic. What the fuck happened to your face? No, what the fuck happened to What happened to Camilla? Oh my God.
They burn his estate to the ground. It's symbolic, yes, but also deeply practical, erasing the environment that allowed this system to exist, burning the fantasy down to ash. But they don't kill Slater. Instead, Frida sneaks his vape, coating it with the same psychedelic drugs that enslaved them, the same memory erasers that kept them compliant. As Slater inhales, disoriented, lost in his own fog, Frida watches him slip into the exact trap he built.
There is no forgiveness. Only forgetting.
And then we cut forward. A gala, elegant, polished, almost identical to the party that opened the film. Except now, Frida is the one being honored. She's taken Slater's place, CEO of his tech empire, married to him. It's a haunting reversal. Slater sits beside her, dazzled.
To our host, the CEO of King Tech.
Eat your steak, honey.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Smiling without understanding, a puppet in a suit. Meanwhile, Frida is poised. It's disturbing, but also in its own twisted way, satisfying. The girl who once felt invisible now controls the room, and maybe that's the darkest part of it all. The story ends here, hanging between triumph and tragedy. Because the freedom Frida strived for wasn't just about escape. It was about control, about reclaiming power, even if it means playing the same game. And in the end, maybe that was the only way forward. They gave her everything, luxury, power, and illusion, but not a way out. Because freedom was never part of the plan.